everyone, how's everyone doing today? My name is Gina and I am doing great. So who is ready? Who is ready to do some sleuthing? Okay, so this is a mystery box from Dispatch by Breakout, right? This is the first series or the first game or mystery, whatever you want to call it. So it's box number 4. There's 6 boxes altogether in this one grand mystery, right? And so this is box 4. I want to start off by saying that I am not sponsored by this company whatsoever. I just really love doing mysteries. I'm a mystery buff. I love doing mysteries. I love reading mysteries. I love figuring out puzzles, logic stuff, all that kind of stuff. I love doing all of that. So I was so excited to find boxes that you could actually solve mysteries, right? And so this box, by far, this series, this company, is my favorite. I love them. I cannot say enough good things about them. They give you bang for your buck. I'm telling you, it's worth the $30 a month that you pay for this box. I feel I love doing it. Of course, if you don't like doing puzzles, if you don't like reading, if you don't like sleuthing, it ain't gonna be for you. But if you love doing all that kind of stuff, you're really gonna love the box. You really are. Let's see, what else do I want to say about the company? I will link the Facebook group down below and the link to this if you want to subscribe. Now, the Facebook group, I highly recommend joining, because without them I would be lost, because it takes forever for the company to help you when you can go on Facebook and people are readily available to help you, and they're very nice. And there's the only thing that, and I'm gonna say this, the only thing that kind of irritates me just a little bit about the Facebook group is because I like to go and I like to try to find the hints without getting the answers, right? And there's never answers done. Never, ever. If there is, it will be a spoiler alert or whatever, so you know not to read it. But what irritates me is you go and you're like, oh yes, that's what my problem is right there. I need a hint for there. And then all of the comments are PM me. No. Tell the hint in the comments, people. Come on. Tell the hints in the comments, right? So please, let's do that, shall we? I don't want to PM anyone. I don't want to, just that way you're not being bombarded. Just put the hints. You don't have to give the answer. Hint in the comments. Anyway. And the only one little tiny negative thing that I want to say about this series, the box, is, and it's probably because of me and my memory. I don't have the best memory. My husband will testify to that. I can remember things that happened, well, some things that happened 30 years ago. There's some things I can't remember. But anyway, I'm having a hard time staying on track with all what's happening in these boxes. And I don't know, again, if it's my memory or if it's because we get 1 box a month and a month goes by. And in my case, it's probably been, I'd say, a month and a half since I've done a box, right? But it's like I forget things. I forget some details and stuff like that, and so I feel a little lost in the story. And but I think to remedy that, which is not a big thing really, it's not a really huge, it would not stop me from doing these boxes. I will tell you that much right now, because I truly enjoy doing them. But I think I'm gonna get just a little detective notebook, and I'm just gonna start writing things down in each box that's important, because you do have to go back to boxes. You have to, don't think just because you're done with the box you're never going to see it again. No, that ain't how this goes. No, you'll still have to do that. But let me show you what you're getting in this box this month, and then I'll do a quick little review on the box itself, and then I'll give some hints. And I will try to remember to put in the description when the hints start, in case you just want to go straight to the hints. You don't want to hear me gabbering on about what a great box it was and all that kind of stuff. So I get you. I get you. All right. So the first thing you get is a deck of cards. And are they cool? I just love the design. I love them. So you get a deck of cards. You get a coloring page and a red marker. I just didn't bring the red marker in. But another thing I love about this company is you get a checklist of everything that's supposed to be in the box. That way you know for sure if you've got everything. So I really love that about this company. That's awesome. You get 2 police reports and a note from James on one of them. You get a ticket to a movie theater or a movie, and you've got writing on the back of it. We're in Australia. Good day. I know that was awful. That was awful. Sorry. That was an awful imitation. That was an awful accent, wasn't it? Anyway. So we're in Australia. What are you doing in Australia besides jump with the kangaroos? You play with a boomerang. So we have a boomerang instruction how to throw it. Did anybody ever have a boomerang when they were a kid? My brother had one when we were kids, and I can never get it to work. If I had the instruction manual, maybe I would have been able to get it to work. You get this note, and there is a little light on the end. I don't want to shine it in case, you know. But it's like a UV light, so don't take it to no hotel room. Oh. And then we also have 2 medical reports, and we have an invoice and a ledger. Okay. And then we have this envelope, and in the envelope, as you can see, there's all this writing, fill in the blank kind of writing on it, right? And then inside it, we have this envelope to Roland. See, like, it's like, who is Roland? I don't even know who Roland is. But hint, no, I'll wait until we get to the hint section. So inside of that envelope, we have this musical note sheet. We have a letter to Roland with a little something underneath there. And we have 2 pages to a diary. Okay? So everything that's in the box. Y'all, okay, now it's time for me to review the box. Oh my God. I love this box. I loved the puzzles. Okay, I did have to go to the Facebook group this time because I was almost there though. I mean, it was like in the tips of my fingers. And I almost had it, and I just needed that one little hint. So I did have to use the Facebook group, and that's why I'm very grateful that they are there for us. But there were like 4 or 5 puzzles to do. You had to use the internet, which I like. You did have to go back to a couple of boxes. Sure did. But you know, I feel too like the more that you do the boxes, the more you understand how this company does this game. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure by the next series, because I'm not stopping this subscription at all, that I will totally have the hang of it a lot better. You know what I'm saying? The puzzles, there was only one puzzle that really frustrated me to where I almost was in tears. That don't happen very often, but it's because it was so close. I was just like, I know what it's. I've got half of it. I just can't figure out the rest of it. Do you know what I'm saying? And I even went on Facebook group and looked, and then I even posted, and while I was waiting for people to answer, of course, I kept working, and then I ended up figuring it out in the end. So, but in the end, there was just one little thing that I had to get a hint on, and sure enough, someone gave me the correct hint, didn't give me the answer, gave me the hint, and then I figured it out. So, I loved it. I spent probably 2.5, 3 hours on the box. So I think that was well time spent, I'm telling you. I loved it, loved it, loved it. Again, if you're not a mystery buff, if you're not a sleuthing buff, this is not going to be for you. But I really liked it because some of the puzzles, you saw them and you're like, oh yeah, I know what that is because I've seen it like a bunch of times before. So it was like, oh yeah, we're just motoring on. But what I love about this box and this company is they give you a couple of puzzles like that, like you've seen them so you know what to do, but then they give you the harder ones where you're like, oh, it makes you stop and think, and that is what I love about this company. So this box, again, beautiful. But now I'm kind of like, I tell you what it is, they're throwing a lot of new characters in and I'm confused because it's like, who are all these characters and what have they been doing? So I'm gonna have to definitely go and write things down in a notebook to try to figure out where the story is going, to figure out who murdered Victoria. I have got to know who murdered her on her honeymoon. How sad and tragic is that? Come on. And then I want James to be able to come back home and be with his buddy. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so the box, I love it. I'm telling you, there's nothing negative to say about it. You would think I'm being sponsored, but I promise you I'm not. I just really liked it. Like I said, the only negative thing that I have to say is, there's just a lot of information, a lot of people, a lot of characters. And if you don't write it down, you're gonna kind of forget, like, why are they in the story and what's going on and why, what? You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, so the review time is over. Love the box. Highly recommend it. Only if you like mysteries and only if you like sleuthing. Please don't get it if you don't like going on the internet. If you only want to read and figure out stuff, it's not going to be for you. If you only want to do puzzles, it's not going to be for you. If you only want to go to the internet, it's not going to be for you. You got to like all three of those things. Okay, so review time's over. Hint time! Hint time! All right, let's go. Let's talk about the light, okay? Because this is the first thing I saw. And I was like, there's gonna be fingerprints, there's gonna be something that this light is gonna do, right? So I highly suggest to you to hit the light on everything, because you're gonna need it in the future as well. So use the light on everything in the box. Okay, that's your hint about that. The medical records makes you go, it's not really anything with puzzles or anything like that. It's just a bit of information. See, and that's what I think is happening, is that if it doesn't really pertain to the puzzles per se, I forget it. And I need to remember it. And I need to like write it down, because this is important to figure out who did it, I do believe. The coloring sheet is pretty simple, straightforward. Just read what's on the very bottom there, and I think you'll understand it. I think you'll get that. Now, I will say, and I'll give you this hint, the boomerang card, yep. Because when I first was like, what is on it? I mean, I was looking and everything. Really look at it with something else that's in the box. There's your hint. Okay, the back side of the movie ticket has writing that should be familiar, because we had to do this last box. So you should remember what you need to do with that. But I will give you a hint. They are from James's favorite mystery writer. Okay, so kind of remember that. And I'll give you another hint that I didn't see, but this is what I saw on the Facebook group. Look at your ticket really, really well. There's a .com up there. Okay. Alrighty. This was where, oh, I forgot to tell y'all. Okay, worst thing about this box ever, there was a math problem in it. Why? Why? Don't give me math to do. I won't do math. Anyway, there was a math problem that you needed to do, and you'll figure it out, and you're gonna need to have that answer because it's gonna help you. And another hint, make sure you look at that very closely by James's name, and then kind of put it together with something else that's in the box that symbol kind of goes with, if you know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so what else? Okay, this is, oh my gosh, this is pretty just simple, easy. Just look at both pages. That's all you got to do. And the diary is just, again, information. There's no puzzles or anything like that. It's information. The letter from V, now down below, I knew immediately what that was. And if you don't know, it's Morse code. So I just translated it from Morse code. I actually went to a Morse code translator. And okay, wait, I'm gonna wait on that one because that's the one that made me almost cry. Okay, and then this, okay, I'm gonna give you a hint about this, which I knew right away because, you know, there's some things on here. They're titles to movies or books. Just to let you know what these are, fill in the blanks. Okay, now, I think that's everything that there was a puzzle or hint. All right, except for this thing that almost made me cry. I was so frustrated because I was so close. So close. Okay, here is the hint. On your musical notes sheet, you need to know what line is what notes. So I Googled, because, you know, I've taken guitar and I've taken piano, but I'm gonna remember. So I wrote on here the notes, okay? So I had that part done, and then I'm like, they make no sense. I don't get it. And so again, using a tool that's in this box, you'll find a little key, okay? And then I got excited because I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then I was still stumped. I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot figure this out. I mean, I spent probably the longest was on this, trying to figure it out, okay? And then the more I looked, I was like, okay. And then it dawned on me what you need to do. So, I don't want to give away the answer, but yeah, just use the thing you don't want to take to the hotel room on here, about right here, and you're gonna get a code and just continue it. I hope that makes sense, because I don't want to give you the answer. Well, here, I'll give you the, okay, now this is a super spoiler, super code, super hint. All right, I'm trying to cover up everything else. Here, let's see if I can do it this way. All right, so do you see on there, when you shine that light, you're gonna get A flat, B flat, and C flat equals O, P, and Q, and then A sharp, B sharp, C sharp equals H, I, and J. And I was like, and the more I kept looking, I'm like, okay, so if we go in order, then, oh, I'm trying to get it where you can see it again. So, like D sharp is R, E sharp is S, and so on and so on. And then over here, C flat is J, so D flat is K, so on and so on, right? And don't forget though, I made the mistake of once I started writing it down, I forgot to take the notes that didn't have sharps or flats on them. Use those notes. You need them as well in your answer. So that's how you get the answer to that. That was the hardest one. That's why I'm giving you the biggest hint on that, because that one was like, ooh, I mean, literally gonna cry. Pull my hair out and cry. Okay, so, and I will tell you, once you get the answer off of your cards, you're gonna go to the website and then you have to give your answers in there, because that's where I got stuck. I thought I was all finished, because I'm like, oh my God, I've done everything, but I don't have a website to go to, because normally there's always a website, right, that you go to put in information, and then they're like, yeah, you're right, yay, and then you get a little movie or video, right? And it just wasn't, I'm like, I goofed up somewhere. And so while I was waiting for, because that's what I went on the Facebook group to get information from, like I said, I kept working. And I knew these had to do something, and finally I figured it out. And then so it's these cards that you're gonna get the website on. I'll just give you that hint. And you will have you'll know which cards to use from the police report after doing the math problem. The stinking math problem. So that is my hints and my review for this box, for box number cuatro. We're on cuatro. We're on number 4. All right. So again, I really enjoyed it. I hope the hints were good. I hope I didn't give away too much. I try not to give too much of the hints away, because I only want a little smidgen of hints. But if you need any more hints, or if you're totally stumped and you want to know just the answer, just email me and I'll get with you. Okay, so that's it. Well, I hope this video was helpful. I hope that if you were thinking, should I subscribe to this or not? Yes, you should. I hope this helped you to decide. And if you were stuck and you needed a hint, I hope that this helped you as well. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe if you've not already subscribed. And if you have, thank you so much. But don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified for every time that I post a video. All right, y'all. Y'all be good to one another, and I'll talk to you later. Good sleuthing. Bye, y'all.